Okay, now we'll uh, having a look at this. Uh, we're starting a new handle here, a new concept. This is the Alzheimer's, the Alzheimic phenomenon of um, uh, memory and mind dysfunctionation. Yeah. Now, um, let's check the environments of the planet. Who is the more intelligent person in a synthetic environment with machinery going on? For example, here we have this air conditioner back here, this air con, and as I get close to the air con, you can hear the compressor in the refrigeration unit and the fan. Um, and what we've got here is the machinery on this is setting up a repetitive um, sound. We have, like, for example, other machinery around, but that as opposed to say an environment where you have hunter-gatherer, maybe the forests of Papua New Guinea, or maybe the Amazon region. And these folks live out there, and they go out and forage every day, and they have the random sounds happening around them. Now, the experiment would be to test for actual functionality. I guess we're not going to call it intelligence. Now, we may have a misconception of IQ, intelligence, um, where somebody has learned something by rote. Let's say, for example, arbitrary 503895. If I keep saying that 503895, 503895, 503895, 503895, you know, after a while, maybe a phone number or a zip code or something else. Okay, now they associate this with intelligence, but intelligence may be what we're looking at is functionality, capability in the mind. Now, this happens like when you're um, hitting a certain age and you start to have degradation. Um, the um, the cells are taken away in the mind, but now what we're showing is that we have to do the experiments to show that um, the um, the stimulus is the key to retaining the mind. And synthetic environment stimulus is too deficient or actually too repetitive. And this may even say, well, I listen to music all the time. Does that count? The thing is, okay, you're going, you're trying to take that da 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 da, or you're going like this, da 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 da. You see, we have a repetitive nature, whereas now I can take the harmonica here and see, as long as I don't have hair in there, like, we're so used to hearing that music, but now if I do something totally randomized where nothing's the same, unless I try to remember a phrase and repeat it, That is an unlearned piece of music. And that's got a beat like that. But if you go, now, let's see, walk my baby back home, Nat King Cole sang that, Tin Pan Alley days. But how about, this is a bird call. Now, what we're trying to learn here is what's randomized, what isn't, how does randomization play into it? To see what's happening, you have let's say you have some brain tissue there, never gets developed. You have um, Pac-Man. All right, we got these little Pac-Man type things in the brain. It's probably even the game Pac-Man may have been in a psychological statement, subconscious statement by the game owners. Although maybe not that dramatic, because most games are based on just simply the delete key here. It's gone. Well, now here's what we need to do. We need to retain. So, how can, well, you have to sit down and try to engineer your experiments, your data. But what I'm saying is that hunter-gatherer thing out there, in the randomization of the animal calls and other things, well, we may even be able to build that into the machinery, a functionality of machinery where it's going, but then you have engineered randomization, so it goes, and it goes, you say, well, that would drive me batty. Well, it's randomization that drives the bats. And see, so what we have is the key to memory is something that we haven't realized yet. Our our life, our functionality of our brains are totally the most total user-friendly thing. You just use it. Just go ahead and live your life. Now we need to learn because we have to pick up on learning these things. Learning things like physics, trigonometry, history. I mean, if you go into a history class and you go over a period of time, say a certain section of the Middle Ages, you're going to walk out of that knowing your subject, see. But then at the same time, we want to find out how we can retain the functionality of the memory at an older age. Once you get past the 55 milestone, head out towards 91, 95, 105 territory. Okay, that's the story on that.